It's the Binge Bum Podcast. Whoa, it's time to talk about our favorite shows from all the streaming networks all across the globe, from Netflix to Hulu to Disney Plus and HBO. Get ready for fun and lots of show reviews. It's Binge Bum coming to you.
Hey, it's Friday, February 5th. It's episode 5.
Wow.
It's the show about shows, the Binge Bum Podcast.
The show about shows. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think you've said that before.
No, it's brand new.
It's brand new.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we got a lot to get through, and let's start off with the Golden Globe nominations.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of celebrities patting themselves on the back. But
Unless it was you.
you're right, unless I got nominated.
Yeah. I'm not going to go through the whole list, so we just kind of highlighted some things. So Apple TV, Ted Lasso is big for Apple TV this year. It's nominated for Best Television Series, a musical or comedy, and Jason Sudeikis in Ted Lasso, Best Actor in a TV series.
You know, I didn't really know. I knew of this show, but I didn't really know what it was all about. And apparently it's a small town football coach who is somehow recruited by an English soccer team to go over to England and coach soccer, and he knows absolutely nothing about soccer.
Exactly. And this is their second season. This is big. It was a big series for Apple TV Plus.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, Wolfwalkers got Best Motion Picture of an Animated Film, and Bill Murray on the Rocks is Best Supporting Actor.
Was this a movie that was made specifically for Apple TV?
Correct.
Yeah. So this is a Sofia Coppola movie. Mm-hmm. She also worked with Bill Murray previously in Lost in Translation, which is one of my favorite movies.
Oh,
Love that.
you know, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah. And of course, in this one, he plays father to Rashida Jones, her character. Mm-hmm. And it looks really good.
Yeah.
So good for Bill Murray.
Yeah. HBO Max, as you know, this is the first nominations for the platform because HBO wasn't around for the 2020.
Right, they're
ones.
new.
Yeah, and they only got 2, and both of them are for The Flight Attendant for Best Television Series and Kaylee Cuoco for Best Actress in a Television Series, both for The Flight Attendant.
Well, we have talked before about how much we love this series. We thought it was really, really well done. And what's really cute, if you guys didn't see it already, on the day that the nominations came out, there was a great Instagram video of Kaylee taken by her boyfriend. It's just so cute when she found out that she won. She was never nominated for Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that amazing? I think everyone on that show, I thought everyone was nominated for that show.
Right.
But she never was. This is her first nomination, and she was nominated twice. She's also a producer on the series.
That's right.
She bought the book.
This falls under, is this her first production under her label?
Under her new production company.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I think so. Yeah. Moving on, Netflix, Jason Bateman for Ozark, Best Television Actor in a Drama Series, and Josh O'Connor in The Crown, Best Television Actor. They're both in the same category.
Very cool. You know, Ozark is another one of our favorite shows. They've really hit it out of the park with that show. And Jason Bateman is also a producer on that, I think, and he's directed several episodes.
Is Laura Linney not a producer on that too?
I think she might be an executive producer.
Yeah.
It's kind of, sometimes it's just a title and they really don't have much to do with it, but I think Jason's a lot more involved.
Yeah.
Laura Linney, of course, was also nominated for her role as Wendy, and then Julie Garner was nominated for her character Ruth, who has come a long way since the beginning of the show.
She is one of my favorite characters. I like her a lot.
And she is super cute in real life. I don't know if you follow her online on social media, but she's just the cutest thing.
She's not the trailer park trash.
She is nothing
that she portrays on Ozark.
That's right. She's nothing like Ruth.
And to add to this same category, Amazon Prime, Al Pacino in Hunters is also in the running for Best Television Actor.
That's awesome. Hunters was a great movie if you guys haven't checked it out. It was a series on Amazon Prime. We really dug that about Nazi hunters.
Yeah, it was really cool. And I don't think I don't think people watched it. It's like it got lost because it's a great series.
I think when it first came out, people were talking about it, but you didn't hear the buzz around it like you did a lot of these other shows. And it was really, really good.
Yeah, and I think that's where Amazon Prime struggles because I mean, like everyone in America has it. I just don't think it gets watched at all. It gets missed because you don't hear much, and they have great stuff on there.
They really do.
I mean, if you even go back to the previous 4 episodes of this podcast, we're not mentioning Amazon Prime that much.
No.
We need to do a better job.
We're going to do better about it.
Yes.
That's right. You also, did you miss Hulu? Best Picture nomination for Palm Springs.
Exactly. And of course, this is not a complete list.
Right. No,
So if you want to see everything, go to goldenglobes.com for a complete list. And
also, I need to point this out before we move on, because I know it's not a streaming platform, but Schitt's Creek also took lots and lots of nominations.
yes, and if anything was like, what was that previous award show where they like won everything?
Yes, that was last year's Emmys. Where
Emmys.
they literally won every award.
Yeah. So we'll see what how much they scoop up on this one.
Well, this will be the last year for them because their 5th and final season has aired.
Exactly.
So they won't be in it next year.
So you can watch the Golden Globes on NBC February 28th. With returning host Amy Poehler and Tina Fey.
Very excited about the two of them.
Yeah, is this the 3rd time?
4th.
4th time.
They are such a great team, and of course it'll be a very different ceremony this year.
Yeah,
They won't be all in the same room getting drunk at tables, but it should
still be a fun watch, and we'll make sure we watch it and give a rundown on the wins for the streaming.
It really,
series.
besides the Tonys, it really is my favorite award show because it's very entertaining.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
So I suspect it'll be kind of the same thing, like the round tables in the middle, just be 6 feet apart from everyone.
and 25% capacity, probably, right?
Yeah. So
just the winners.
exactly. Yeah. So we'll watch it and we'll come back with to see who won, which stream platform took the most.
Paramount has announced that they are going to be looking at bringing back the old sitcom from NBC, Frasier.
That's right. That's right. And it's rumored Kelsey Grammer for the last 2 years has been shopping this show around. Mm-hmm. And it looks like Paramount Plus is very interested. Of course, Paramount Plus isn't here yet, but it will be in March.
I'm surprised this isn't a Peacock show.
I know. They didn't want it. So it's up for grabs, and we'll see.
And apparently David Hyde Pierce, who played Kelsey Grammer's brother on the show, is interested. He'll come back as Niles. But I should point out, I read this just the other day, both stars, Kelsey and David, are already hooked up with other series that they have to do first. So this is probably something we're not going to see until
this is definitely
into next year.
A late 2022 release,
Yeah.
probably, if they got all that stuff going on. Apple TV Plus sees record viewership, 33% increase, and it's mostly contributed to their film Palmer, which stars Justin Timberlake. Currently has a 75% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. We haven't seen it. I want to see it. It looks really good.
They've been pushing it hard. I saw a commercial for it on television, on regular broadcast television for the movie today. I don't think he was nominated.
I don't think so.
No.
Was this, maybe this came out too late? It was...
Oh, did this come out in 21?
Yeah. This is new. This just came out.
Okay, that's
so
why.
this wouldn't be a part of it.
Not until next year.
Exactly.
Right.
And keep it up with popular shows. You found this, and we touched on this a couple of episodes ago, especially with number 1.
Yeah.
But we have the 10 most streamed series and films throughout the streaming platform. Of course, Wonder Woman 1984. 225 billion minutes of streaming.
That's so crazy.
It's crazy.
That's a lot of minutes.
I know. And just going down the list, number 2 is Soul, 1.6 billion minutes viewed. The Office at 1.44. The Mandalorian, down to number 6, 1.02 billion minutes streamed. I thought that would be much higher.
Yeah.
And, of course, there's some Christmas stuff on here, How the Grinch Stole Christmas from Netflix, and the Christmas Carols Chronicles Part 2. You know, we enjoyed the first one.
We really enjoyed the first one.
And we did not watch Part 2.
I forgot.
I know. I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
But the Christmas Chronicles Part 2 was number 10 from Netflix with 660 million streaming minutes.
It's a lot of minutes. I wonder why they do it by minutes and not hours.
I know. And, you know, I believe that people are frustrated with Netflix because they count 3 minutes of you watching a show as a view.
Okay.
And so
That doesn't seem
they
fair.
feel like a lot of this is not correct, that people would get bored and not finish a show.
It's like
so it
if
shouldn't
someone
count.
turns on our podcast, listens for 30 seconds,
Exactly,
just the
it
theme
counts.
song, and then turns it off.
It totally counts. I know. We have a few exciting new show announcements that have been released. Disney Plus has put out the trailer for The Mighty Ducks Game Changers. It's a new series that's set to premiere March 26th. And did you know it's been 19 years since the original Mighty Ducks film?
No.
Yeah.
Seems like just yesterday.
I know. It has Gilmore Girls' Lauren Graham, who will play the mother of one of the children, and Emilio Estevez is going to reprise his role as Coach Gordon Bombay.
I love Emilio
This is gonna be great.
Estevez.
Yeah.
I always have loved him from all of his movies, and he's been a big director in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Another Stakeout is The Stakeout and Another Stakeout. I love
Yeah.
those movies, and of course, St. Elmo's Fire and all the
Right.
good things that he's been in. This looks cute. It's basically about a bunch of misfit kids who start a team because no one will let them play on on the ice, and Lauren Graham pushes for that, and it looks really cute. I bet Lauren Graham and Emilio Estevez will end up together somehow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are a Billie Eilish fan, her documentary is now going to premiere. It's just right around the corner. They've announced this last year.
Yeah.
So we're only just a couple of weeks away. It's Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry. I watched the trailer.
Super cute.
Yeah, and this is going to, it's like a behind-the-scenes journey of her recording, releasing, and touring her debut album called When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? So it's basically her becoming this out-of-the-bedroom little girl to a major pop star.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. If you guys don't know the story, even if you're not a fan of Billie Eilish, I think you'll get a kick out of this because you'll see how a major record came together. It literally in her bedroom with her brother. It's just her and her brother.
I think she's still doing it. Is she not?
Yeah.
Maybe not in the bedroom. I think maybe she has a house now. But
she's super close with her parents. They're very, very involved with the kid's career. And
because her brother is the producer of her stuff.
I mean, he did everything. He mixed it all and edited it all and recorded it all for her.
Yeah.
And she wrote the stuff. They wrote it together. It's pretty amazing. There's some great documentaries out recently. There's a couple good Taylor Swift ones. There's the Lady Gaga one that I really like, and this one is coming out to Apple TV Plus. It's also coming to theaters on the same day, February 26th.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch it on the big screen, you can do that.
Yeah,
too.
I'm going to put it on our list. We have a lot of things on our list. We need to get caught up. But we're going to put that on our list. I'm excited about this one. And I think you will be too. Because you're a fan.
Of both of them.
Discovery Plus has announced a special Cocktails and Tall Tales with Ina Garten and Melissa McCarthy.
So cute.
I know. It's going to premiere March 26th. And basically, there's no trailer or anything for this. It's just basically a Zoom call, kind of, with Ina Garten in East Hampton, New York, and Melissa McCarthy, who will be in Sydney, where she has been holed up for the last few months.
Wow. Is she down there for filming a movie or something?
It didn't say. I suspect. But yeah, it's her and her family, I guess her husband, and they've been in Sydney for at least 3 or 4 months now.
Fun. So they're each going to virtually invite fans to join them for cocktails and one-on-one conversations, which I think is kind of fun. So I assume they can't show a preview of it because it's going to be kind of live-ish, or at least recorded that week.
If it were to be live, I think that would just make it much more fun.
Yeah.
If they could pull that off.
Well, I want to learn more about what this is all about.
Yeah,
I like them both. I love Ina Garten's show.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a star beside this, and I'm gonna set a Google alert so we can get some more information on it. Last on our list, City on the Hill season 2, Showtime series will premiere March 28th. You probably don't know anything about this one, do you?
I do.
Do you?
I've seen a little bit of a couple episodes. I know it takes place in Boston. It's got Kevin Bacon as a corrupt but well-respected FBI agent. Mm-hmm. And season 2 is going to focus on him trying to basically salvage his career. What I watched the preview. You guys can watch the preview too at our website. Right?
Yeah.
At our website.
Yeah, to be there.
In my mind, he's a kid. He's always going to be a kid to me from Footloose. And,
he never ages.
Well,
he looks exactly the same.
I beg to differ. I wrote down, he looks so old now.
Well, he looks old in this trailer, but I think he's made to look that way.
Okay. But he is older now. He's in his mid-50s.
Oh, I know.
Least. Yeah.
I know. Can we tell them the story?
What's the story?
We have a Kevin Bacon story. Like we have a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon story to tell.
It's very kind of
fun.
Yeah.
We had a small stint in Santa Fe.
Where we lived.
We lived there, and we had friends who also lived in Santa Fe, and their neighbors were they the parents of Kevin Bacon?
No, it was Kevin's house.
It was Kevin's house, but
he didn't live there very often.
Right. It was just
so his father
vacation home.
Yeah, I think his father and stepmother or somebody like that live in Santa Fe, and they would take care of the house anyway. So they lived next door to our friends. So
it does exist. 6 degrees.
We didn't see him though.
No, we didn't see him,
but they had met him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'd been out on walks and seen him and Kara Sedgwick, his wife. And
how cool would that be?
I want to live next door to Kevin Bacon.
You walking your dog and the house was like modest. It was nothing really extravagant.
It was $1 million house.
I mean, it was a nice home.
It wasn't a mega mansion.
It's something that maybe you wouldn't expect,
Kevin Bacon to
own, but
right.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. It's kind of secluded, had a nice view.
Yeah. I've never lived next door to a real celebrity.
No?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think back.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't.
No. I think I lived next door to a mob boss once. But no, we better not talk about that on
there. Nope, because I know what you're talking about.
All right.
All right, we got your weekend watch list. This is a busy one. If you're following us, we have WandaVision episode 5 on our list, and you're on our episode 9 coming to Showtime on Sunday. I thought there were only 8.
I know, that's what we said last week. We said there were 8.
That's why I made this point here. There are 10, so there will be one more the following Sunday.
Nice.
To close out that series and to see what happens to Adam.
I think it's always funny. You're also going to talk about this in a minute, but I think it's funny that they're releasing a new episode on Sunday night, February 7th. No one's going to watch it.
Right.
They'll watch it eventually, but they're not going to watch it Sunday night when it comes on, because what are they going to be watching, Dale?
So you're going to have 2 choices. The Puppy Bowl 17 is back. This you stream on Discovery Plus. It's Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Pacific.
Cool.
But you guys, the big game, Super Bowl 55 is going to be here Sunday, which I think most people will watch that instead. Yeah. Really? Along with the Puppy Bowl, because that starts really early.
I'm not going to be watching the Puppy Bowl.
No. But the reason why we brought this up is because you do have a streaming option. If you are a true cord cable cutter, 100%,
right.
If you have a Hulu with a live TV subscription, you'll be able to watch it.
Cool. That's Sunday, February 7th at 6:30 p.m. the game starts, but I think coverage starts at 8 a.m.
Right.
They usually cover it all day.
It's all
long.
day. It's all day.
It's a football game, people.
Yeah.
But The Weeknd is performing at the halftime, the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show. Mm-hmm. That should be interesting. You spelled it wrong. He doesn't have an E in there. Weekend is W-E-E-K-N-D.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, no one would know unless you
That's true. Oh,
kept your mouth shut.
I'm so sorry.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for episode 5 of the Binge Bum Podcast. Join us on Facebook and Twitter. Let's keep the conversation going. If you like our show, be sure to rate us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. And we'll see you next week.
Yay. Happy binging, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Binge Bum Podcast. For more about what you just heard, locate the show notes at bingebum.com.